thank you for your patience. Is everyone comfortably resituated?
Yep.
Yes. Thank you.
Lovely. You may now resume the trial.
Ken, what did you mean when you said that we've been going about this all wrong?
We've been looking at it the wrong way. The fire didn't start in the computer lab.
Then where did it start?
The sewing room. The third floor was significantly more damaged than the second floor. Plus, the computer lab doesn't fit into anyone's testimony. There's no reason to think it was involved, aside from the fact that we found Watari there, but I think the only reason we found Watari there is because the floor caved in.
So she died in the sewing room and then fell into the computer lab?
Right. Plus, Hama, what was it you told me when we were investigating? When you found Watari's note in the sewing room, it smelled like a garage?
I mean, that's weird. But is it relevant?
It's definitely relevant. He's saying they used gasoline.
The gasoline from the engineering lab?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. If they had used gasoline, that would explain how the fire managed to spread so quickly.
What? I didn't smell anything at all when I was up there. Definitely not gasoline.
When I was in there with you, I didn't smell anything either. It didn't smell like a garage until I came back the second time.
Then they didn't pour the gasoline until you had both already left. That means that the fire probably didn't start until Hama had left the sewing room a second time.
How can you know for sure?
Because if the fire definitely started in the sewing room, he would have seen it if it had started before he left. If he didn't see anything, that means the fire didn't start until he was gone.
Tomba, seriously, keep up.
That means our suspects are everyone who doesn't have an alibi for the exact moment the fire started. That's right around midnight.
Then who can we exonerate?
Glad you asked! We can exonerate me!
What?
Yanagi and I were together in the dining room when the fire started. The only two people who were accounted for, mind you, which means we're both completely innocent.
We are?
We are!
I'm accounted for! I was in my room!
Me too.
There's no way to confirm that, though.
I was running back to the dorms to look for Watari.
Hey, speaking of which, I have a question. Why did you go back to the sewing room at all? You already knew she didn't show up to the meeting, so why bother coming back to check again?
What?
You showed up to the meeting, she wasn't there, so you went looking for her, but then came back to the sewing room? Isn't that kind of suspicious?
How was that suspicious?
Honestly, your entire story is kind of suspicious.
It's not! I didn't do anything!
But then why bother coming back upstairs? All I'm saying is that doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense, okay? I know nothing I'm saying makes sense. I don't get why she did the whole fucking meeting thing. I don't get why she wanted to kill herself. I know it doesn't make sense. I already told you. I came back to the sewing room because I thought maybe she was just late to the meeting and she'd be there by then. That's not suspicious. I didn't kill her. I didn't even see her after the staff meeting.
Hama, just to be sure, is it possible that someone else was in the sewing room when you came back?
Huh?
It was dark, right? How thoroughly did you search the room? Is it possible that someone was in there waiting for you to leave so that they could start the fire?
I didn't see anyone else.
If we're going to talk about that, can we go back to how the fire even started at all? I don't get that part.
They used the gasoline.
Yeah, but that was to fuel the fire, right? How did they actually start it?
Is it possible that they used something from the arsenal?
Arsenal?
What arsenal?
Oh my god. We didn't even talk about the arsenal yet. That's kind of big news.
What are you talking about?
Well, I figured that the fire might have taken out a wall or a door or just something in the locked room, right? Like I figured maybe we could get in there now. So I went to go check it out. It's an arsenal. It's full of guns and weapons and poisons and stuff.
Guns? Do they work?
Hell if I know. I didn't touch them. Either way, they couldn't have used something from the arsenal to start the fire. The arsenal was completely locked down until the fire had already happened.
Yeah, can confirm. It was locked down hard.
Well, we need to get it locked again! I don't want all that stuff just readily available for anyone to grab whenever they
really, really wish you would have brought that up sooner. Is there anything else you forgot to mention?
No, that's it.
What? Huh?
So the fire couldn't have come from something in the arsenal, but the Bunsen burner is still bothering me.
What? Why?
Well, I don't know how they started the fire, but wouldn't it have been easier to just go ignite something in the chem lab and then just carry it upstairs to ignite the gasoline with?
The light would have given them away, wouldn't it? They could have been spotted in the hallway. Especially since Ron was running back downstairs.
The light definitely would have given them away. Yeah, especially if they were in the room when Hama was. The fire definitely didn't start at all until Hama left. That means no Bunsen burner for sure. I think it's safe to just forget it.
What makes you think they were hiding in the room when Hama came back anyway? Wouldn't that be seriously risky?
Well, the fire spread really quickly, right? It would make sense for it to have started as soon as Hama left. Plus, they would need to know when he had left if they wanted to time the fire correctly. I think they were in the sewing room at the same time he was, just waiting for him to leave.
But how could he have missed them?
They would have only needed to stay hidden for a couple of seconds. As soon as Hama saw the note, he would have been too focused on that to worry about searching the room. They probably just waited under the table or something. It's not like he would have spotted them in the dark.
God, this is way too much to keep track of.
What are you confused about, Samba? Maybe I can help.
How did the fire start?
We're not really sure yet, but we know that they used gasoline to make it bigger.
Okay, why wasn't Watari in the sewing room when she said she would be? An hour after the nighttime announcement, I mean.
We're pretty sure she was never going to show up to the meeting at all. We think that she just wanted Hama to find her second note so he can run back downstairs and buy her some time.
So she was really going to kill herself?
It looks like it, yeah.
Well, but... Okay then. So if she killed herself, isn't the case kind of open and shut? She started the fire, killed herself, the end, right?
I mean, that sounds right, but this still doesn't make any sense.
And... Hold on. If she wanted Hama to find her note and run back downstairs to look for her, why didn't she put the note out until after Hama had already left?
Because there was an unexpected third party at their meeting point.
Huh?
Nagawa.
What? Me?
She couldn't put her note out because of him?
She must have gotten there, saw that Hiroaki was in the sewing room, and hid. She wouldn't have been able to discreetly put her note out with him in there. He absolutely would have read it.
Definitely.
Presumably, even if she told him not to.
For sure.
Then, where was she?
Was she seriously hiding upstairs the entire time, just waiting for me to leave?
But where?
Couldn't she have just hidden right there in the sewing room? It was dark. Nobody would have seen her.
That would be way too risky. If anyone just so happened to point their flashlight at her, she'd be caught.
Then maybe she was in the supply room. The one right across from the home ec room door. She would have been able to see if anyone went in or out of the sewing room, and she would have been hidden out of sight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the supply room. You said it looked like someone had been in there, right?
I vaguely recall that.
Then she was probably hiding out in there, just waiting for them to leave.
But why? Why was she just waiting there to leave the note? Was it that important that I go back downstairs?
Like we already said, she was buying herself time. She didn't want you to find her. She had to make sure that you wouldn't.
But what did she need time for? How long does it take to die?
Then she probably needed that time to start the fire.
So she was the one that started the fire then.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah,
But why?
to kill herself.
No, I mean, why the fire? Why would she do that? She wouldn't do that. Watari wouldn't take out half the school and put us all in danger just to kill herself. Not when she could have done it a different way.
She...
It doesn't make any sense. This whole plan is stupid. If she wanted to kill herself, she could have just grabbed a knife and killed herself. She wouldn't need this whole big elaborate plan to burn half the damn school down. She would have just done it.
You know, with the way she was talking earlier, it kind of makes sense that she killed herself.
What?
When we were in the kitchen earlier, she kept telling me how glad she was she got to meet me. It kind of sounded like a goodbye.
Fuck. This morning, she wanted to show me her dancing. She said it was her life story. She wanted me to see it. Why the fuck didn't I notice?
But I still don't understand how the fire even started in the first place.
Does it even really matter?
It does matter. Everything matters. If she chose to die by fire, there has to be a reason why. Hama's right. It would have been a million times easier for her to just stab herself and be done with it. Why did she choose fire? Nobody has anything? Okay, Yanagi, Wada, can you give me a rundown of what else was in the supply room? What did she have access to up there? Anything that could start a fire?
I think it's mostly cleaning supplies.
It is bleach, detergent, sponges, cloths, things to restock the home ec room.
That's all I saw when I was in there. Brooms and chemicals and shit. That's where I got the steel wool I was cleaning the oven with. Useful.
Okay.
Got something?
Just give me a minute. I need to think.
She had a lighter, right? Could she have used that to start the fire?
Are you fucking serious? How many times have we been over this? The lighter was dead.
Besides, if she'd used the lighter to start the fire, it would have been on her, not in Hasagawa's pocket. It would have gone down with her in the fire.
That said, though, if there was already gasoline everywhere, it would have taken much to start the fire. One small spark would have done the trick.
But how would she have gotten a spark in the first place?
Couldn't be that hard. Starting a fire is one thing, but making a spark is easy. She could have just plugged something in.
Did we find any electronics up there?
The sewing machines are always plugged in up there. That would have been an easy way to get things going.
Ooh! Or maybe someone found something else suspicious. Like a fire starter.
You don't think someone would have mentioned it if they found a fucking fire starter up there? Where would she have even gotten something like that?
I don't know. Maybe it was in the storage room or something. Or maybe it was someone's reward? Or it was part of someone's workstation. Or it was in the lab somewhere. There's tons of stuff in this school.
Wait, what does a fire starter look like?
It's like a little flint and steel. It's a piece of metal.
Oh, wait. Maybe we found one then? Does it look like this?
Definitely not. What the hell is that?
I'm pretty sure you just found garbage.
No, it's definitely metal. See? We found it in the sewing room. We didn't know what it was. It's not a fire starter, though?
Can I see that?
Sure. Yanagi and I found it when we were investigating. It was just lying there. It looks pretty burnt up, though.
You found this in the sewing room?
Yeah, behind the door.
Was it specifically behind the door? On the sewing room side? Not the home ec room side?
Yeah, alright.
Is that a big deal?
I don't get it. She wouldn't kill herself. And even if she did, she wouldn't try to cover it up like this. She wouldn't want us all to die. She wouldn't have put us through this. Not after what she said during Okuzaki's trial.
She promised she'd never be like Okazaki. Didn't she?
So she wouldn't try to kill us like this.
Maybe she... I don't know, resents at us for killing Okazaki. They're really close, right?
She wouldn't fucking do that. And she didn't resent us. She cared about us. She cared about us a lot. She cared about me. She swore she did. She wanted us to get out of here together.
Hama,
Huh?
I need you to testify one more time, okay? I need you to tell me exactly what you did. From the second you walked back into the sewing room to the second you walked back out.
The hell are you talking about?
You were looking for Watari and you decided to check the sewing room again. You got to the door, then what?
I walked inside.
No, I need to know exactly what happened.
I barely even remember. There was so much going on. She.
Hama, this is extremely important. Think.
I mean, I walked into the sewing room, and I called her name.
How far did you open the door?
I don't know, like halfway. I walked in, called her name, took a couple steps forward. I don't know. I was just kind of looking around with my flashlight.
And then what?
Then I saw the note. So I walked over to the table and picked it up.
And when you were doing that, you didn't notice anything else aside from the gasoline smell? No smoke, no fire, no light, nothing weird?
I mean, I don't know. It's all just. It's blurry, man. My mind was kinda on the fucking suicide note.
Hama, this is really, really important.
Why, though?
Did you notice anything?
No. I don't think so. Just the gas smell. I read the note, and I realized what was happening, so I ran out of the room to go find Watari.
Did you open the door any further than when you walked in?
Yeah, definitely. I threw it open.
All the way open? Did it hit the wall?
It did, yeah. I threw it open. It hit the wall, and I ran downstairs to go find Watari.
Right. Okay.
I'm just kind of confused of why any of this matters.
If you're suggesting Watari was behind the door, I'm not sure that would make much sense. He certainly would have spotted her on his way out, especially if the door was only opened halfway.
The door wouldn't have been able to hit the wall if she was hiding behind it.
Ooh! Maybe the note was flammable in some kind of weird way. Like, maybe it was some kind of special paper that bursts into flames when it touches gasoline. He dropped it on the floor, it hit the gasoline, and boom!
I don't think that's a thing that exists.
It's definitely not.
Where even was the gasoline? Was it just thrown all over the floor?
I'm more confused on where Watari was. We know she was hiding out in the storage closet while she was waiting for Nagawa to leave, but after he left, she planted the note. Where did she go? Back to the closet?
She just hid right there in the sewing room, didn't she? Under the table.
Sorry, I have another question.
Yes?
What would it mean for the verdict if someone set someone else up to start the fire?
Wait, what?
If a student arranged for another student to start a fire unknowingly, the student who committed the actual act of setting the fire would be held accountable, regardless of whether or not they were set up.
Set up? What do you mean set up?
The only reason I can think of for Watari not just killing herself in a simple and easy way is that she wanted us to get the wrong answer. That means that she's either the culprit and she wanted us all dead, or she's not the culprit and she wanted to get someone else out alive.
What the hell are you talking about?
If she wanted someone out of here that badly, she could set them up as the culprit, force them to kill her without even knowing that they did it, and they'd be virtually guaranteed a trial win, since not even they would know they were the killer.
That's stupid. She'd never do that. Nobody would. Who the hell would kill themselves just so somebody else could escape?
It's not stupid. It's the only thing that makes sense. You don't know how it feels to love someone so much that you'd be willing to die just so that they could live. You don't.
Then...
Hama.
What the hell are you even saying?
The piece of metal Wada found isn't just a random scrap of garbage. It's a 9-volt battery. One that exploded by the looks of it. From the heat, I'm guessing.
But what does that have to do with anything?
It's incredibly easy to start a fire with a 9-volt battery. I just didn't realize what had happened until Hayashi mentioned that she had gone to the supply room a couple of days ago to get steel wool.
Huh?
It's a pretty common fire starting technique. When a 9-volt battery touches steel wool, it causes the steel wool to conduct electricity, which makes it rapidly heat up and ignite. The resulting flame isn't very big, but if you pair it with gasoline, it could easily make the entire room go up in seconds.
So, then...
All you would need to do is make sure the battery touches the wool. Then the whole room would go up.
But what does that have anything to do with me? How does that mean I started the fire?
Honestly, I didn't really get it either until I heard you testify again. Then it all kind of clicked. This is only my theory, but I'm thinking the reason Wada found the battery behind the door is that it was stuck to the actual door itself when the fire started. Maybe she taped it, maybe she just left it there and let the door push it. I'm not really sure. The fire kind of cleared out any evidence, but she had the battery set up against the door, and the wool set up on the floor so that when the door was opened fully...
The battery would touch the wool.
And the whole room would go up.
Right. So when you threw the door open on your way out...
There's no fucking way.
But where was Watari during all of this?
I think she really did just stay in the sewing room. She probably hid under the table, waited to make sure her plan worked. It was kind of risky after all, and then just waited to die when the fire started.
That didn't fucking happen!
But-
That didn't happen! It didn't! There's no... Watari wouldn't have known about the steel wool shit. What even is that? Is that even true? She wouldn't have known that. And the plan doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would she die for me? She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't try to fucking kill everyone just so I could live.
Hama.
She wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't put me in that fucking position. She wouldn't. She wouldn't make me live with the fact that I'd killed all of you. She wouldn't fucking do that to me.
She did say she knew how to start fires without a lighter.
And she definitely knew we had 9 volts at the very least. She might have gotten the idea from watching Masanari work on the shake light.
What?
But that's not fair. Hama didn't even know he had done anything. We can't convict him. She set him up. How the hell does that even count? That's not fair.
I didn't do anything. I didn't kill her. She wouldn't make me do that. I didn't hurt her.
It's the only sequence of events that make any sense. Nothing else could have...
It doesn't make any sense. It's completely convoluted. Why would Watari do something like that?
That's not our job to figure out. We just need to figure out if she did it or not. How are you not seeing this? No other theory works. This is the only one that accounts for everything. All the dots connect. We're getting sidetracked about how we feel about Hama and Watari. We're not looking at the actual case. This literally has to be what happened. Watari set him up to kill her and he...
Just shut the fuck up for once. Shut up! She wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't fucking make me live with that. She wouldn't kill herself just so I could go home. She wouldn't kill all of you just so I could go home.
Then maybe it wasn't entirely about saving Hama. Maybe that was only part of it.
Huh?
Maybe she really did just want to kill herself. Maybe she was tired of this shit and ready to go. Can't really blame her. Maybe setting up Hama was just a little bonus on the way out. I mean, if she was gonna die, why not save her best friend on the way out the door?
She didn't want to die.
It kind of makes sense, actually.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's definitely been off lately.
Looking back on it, Yeah, she has.
She wouldn't do this to me. It doesn't make any sense.
Can I try to help you make sense of it then?
God, please.
Alright. Then, here's what happened.
I didn't hurt her.
For whatever reason she felt necessary, Watari decided she was going to kill herself. She said her goodbyes to Hama and Hayashi, by the sounds of it, and then put her plan together. She gathered everything she was going to need. The gas, the battery, the steel wool. I'm guessing she kept it prepped in the supply room so she'd be ready to set up the fire right away. She wrote a note for Hama, asking him to meet up with her 1 hour after the nighttime announcement. She didn't plan on actually meeting with him, but she needed him to come up to the sewing room to start the fire himself. Otherwise, the whole plan would have been pointless.
Oh, God.
She left the note and headed upstairs to set up her trap. But there was an unexpected hiccup. Hiroaki couldn't sleep, so he was working in the sewing room. With him there, there was no way she could set up her fire trap, so she had to hide until he left. She hid out in the storage room and waited, but Hiroaki never left, and eventually, it was too late. Hama had shown up for their meeting. Since Watari wasn't there, he talked to Hiroaki for a little bit, then he went to go look for Watari. Since I can imagine he was probably kind of nervous about her not showing up at all. Hiroaki left pretty soon after, and that's when Watari put her plan in motion again. She headed into the storage room, set up the wool and the battery, poured her gasoline, set out her note, and waited, I guess. We're guessing she probably waited under the tables, since it was the only place to really hide, but she waited. I really don't know what she must have been thinking that entire time, but eventually, Hama came back. When Hama came back, he found the note, panicked, and ran back downstairs. When he threw the door open, the battery Watari had set up behind it collided with the steel wool, producing an ember that ignited the entire room.
No.
The place went up pretty fast, and Watari died in the fire, so that means that whether he meant to start the fire or not, in the eyes of the game at least, by the rules, Hama killed her.
He didn't!
That's not fair.
The trial isn't about whether or not the case is fair.
Well, how the fuck do you want us to vote him guilty? He didn't do anything wrong!
We did it to Haruta, didn't we?
God, fuck. Please. She wouldn't do this to me.
She did do this to you. Get with the program.
Nakamigawa!
I'm done being here. We're dragging this out. He killed her, right? Let's hurry this up.
What the hell is your problem?
Just shut up, Nakamigawa.
If I had to guess, just by reading her file, you have a little sister, right, Hama? And a mom?
Fuck.
I think she was trying to make sure you got home to them.
Fuck. They didn't need me. They would have been fine.
Watari wasn't close with her family. She probably thought the same thing.
They would have been fine. Why the fuck would she do this?
But I mean, that's really just a guess. I don't know. Maybe she just wanted you to live.
Fuck.
After all of the votes have been cast, the execution will commence. Please press your buttons now.
You can't seriously expect us to convict him.
But what else are we supposed to do?
If we don't, we'll die.
But we could be wrong. I'm not ready to vote yet.
Nothing else makes sense.
I don't want to vote for Hama.
This is so fucked up. I can't vote for him.
Then I guess you'd rather we all die. Go on. Pick right now. Do you want to live? Or do you want to die? That's all it comes down to. You're thinking about it the wrong way. It's not about killing Hama. It's about whether or not you want to live.
I can't.
Masanari.
Thank you for voting. Your votes are currently being tallied and will be shared with the class shortly.
Hama,
This is so fucked up.
don't go!
God in heaven, I come before you as a sinner, broken and ashamed of the unforgivable act I have committed.
Hama!
Wait, just let him pray.
I know I've taken a life, and I can't undo what I've done, and my heart is heavy with guilt and remorse, and Lord, I know I've lived a life of sin against you, and I know I'm unworthy of your forgiveness, but I'm begging you to look upon me with compassion and love one more time, and grant me the strength to face my death with dignity and with peace, and let her family find peace. Let her family heal from what I've taken from them. But be merciful to them. Comfort them through the grief and the pain that I brought upon them with what I did. Please, in my last minutes, please offer me forgiveness. Just for a minute. Just long enough for my words to reach you. Please, I please.
The class has voted for Hama Ran, the ultimate demonologist, to be executed. This conclusion was correct. As a result, Hama Ran will be punished with death.
God, fuck.
Please. You can't.
That's not fair!
Lord, I'm scared, and I'm alone, and my time on Earth is ending. And please, before I go to hell, please, just once, give me peace that surpasses all understanding.
Without further ado,
Do this! Don't do this!
Before you, I confess all my sins, the demonic forces that ground me, the atrocities I've committed, the pain I've caused, the life I've taken, the failures I... Jiba, God, please. Fuck. Jiba, please. Just... I beg you for a second of peace. In my final moments, God in heaven, against every sin I've committed, I beg for forgiveness. But please,
Mama.
Fuck. I want my mom. Fuck.
it's punishment time.